Hello people YouTube, how are you today? It's me Abby, and today we are doing a very special video. A package of mine just arrived today, and I think you know by the title that we are reviewing the full collection of the Raw Beauty at Forest Site collection. I am so excited to have all these products. I have everything. The Super Shock Shadows, liner, glosses, and of course the eyeshadow palette. I am very excited today because I love RawBeautyKristi. The thing is, I think I mentioned this in a couple videos before, that I discovered her like a year and a half ago when she did her like microscope video. And I just started binge watching her videos and fell in love with her personality. I think she's an awesome human being. I like the fact that she's just like a simple person, like simple wants and needs, and I adore that. And also the fact that I love her idea, like at Forest Site with the mushrooms. I love the design of this packaging. It is so cute. As you guys know already, I've already reviewed her other palette with Pure, which is... I'll put the link in the description below. Sorry, I cannot talk. I never can talk, but I think you guys know that by now. But yeah, today I am going to test out every single product. Well, not every single product, but I'm going to be testing out the palette, glosses, and the Super Shock shadows and liners. But I'm going to see which ones I'm going to use because I can't use every single product. But I think you guys already knew that. But before we can get on with the eyeshadow and eyes and all that beautiful gist, I'm going to pop on some brows and prime my face, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I have my eyebrows on. Like I've been saying, I've been going a little bit more natural lately, just copying like my natural eyebrows. And I kind of been liking it. I'm still kind of iffy on it. Might go back to the painted eyebrow look, but I mean, it looks good. And I know my eyebrows look a little dark. I'm going to put powder in at the end to help tone them down a little bit. But at the same time, I kind of like the dark eyebrows with like lighter hair. I feel like that's so underrated. That's what I meant to say. It's so underrated. But anyways, I prime my eyes with my MAC paint pot. I'm kind of iffy on this because I'm not sure if I'm using it right, because I'll pat it on and my eyes look kind of dry, but my eyeshadow does last all day, but my eyes look dry. That's my one problem. Also, just to let you guys know, the RawBeautyKristi at Forest Site palette does not have a mirror, so I'm going to, if I have to show you guys a color, I will pick it up and show you, but for my mirror, I'm going to be using the RawBeautyKristi Pure palette. But yeah, let's get started. Starting with our first shade, I'm going to go in with this Profusion Packer brush, and I'm going to get Homegrown right here. It's a beautiful browny, almost purpley shade. It's like a brown purple, in my opinion. And I'm going to stamp this in my crease. Also, just to let you guys know, I have never used a Colourpop eyeshadow before. I've never used a lot of their products. In fact, the only products I've ever used is the gel eyeliners and their liquid lipsticks, and I like them. I have tried the Luxe glosses before, but they weren't mine. My friend has them, and I've tried it out before, and they feel really good from what I can remember. I haven't used them in a while, so I'm kind of excited to test her glosses out. I am definitely wearing them today. I know that this is looking like a hot mess, but I told you this before. I'm going back to my old ways where I stamp on the color first, unblended, and then I go in with another color and blend it out. And I've been really liking that lately because of the fact that I've been doing super blown out looks lately, and it starts to get really dramatic. And don't get me wrong, I love the dramatics, but I want to keep it like also shapely sometimes, and I want to keep it shapely today. Charlie is trying to get under my bed. Charlie, get out! What are you doing? Oh my god. You're too big! You're too big! Get out! What are you doing? I wish you guys could see this because Charlie is right underneath me right now, and he's underneath my bed. The thing is, though, he's gotten bigger because I think you saw him last time in like my birthday video, that he was a little bit smaller. He was like an itty bitty puppy, like 6 weeks old. He's like 10 weeks now. 10 weeks old, and he's gotten bigger, and he thinks that he could still fit in stuff like this, and he can't. Charlie! For my next shade, I think I'm going to go with Old Growth right here and blend out this color because of the fact that I don't want to go so mustard today. I know I usually stick with like mustardy colors. I don't. I kind of want to be a little bit more neutral with a pop of color today. I'm just kind of seeing where it's going, to be honest with you. That Old Growth color is so freaking beautiful. It has like a pinky tone to it. It's like a tan pink tone, and it just looks amazing with this color. Here I said I was going to go super blown out, and then I blew it out. But I'm liking it. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. With a Packer brush, I'm going to go into Amanita? Amanita? Amanita. I have no idea what Amanita is, but I'm gonna go into it and just put it on my outer corner to darken it up. That is so pretty. It's really purple. It's this beautiful, like, I would say the cranberry purple. Really dark, but really beautiful. Just to let you know, this palette only has 2 shimmers and 1 matte that has like a copper shimmer in it. I'm not going to use either shimmer from this palette. I really want to test one of the Super Shock shadows. I've never tried them before, so I'm going to open these up and then I'll get back to you. Okay, here are all 4 of the Super Shock shadows. At the end of the video, I'm going to be doing swatches of everything, but I'm thinking which one I want to use. I know I'm not going to be using the copper or the kind of greeny gold color. It is really pretty, but I just don't feel like it would go with this look. I kind of want to go for more of like a champagne. And I think I might go with this one. This one just looks absolutely stunning. I've also never tried a Super Shock shadow before, so I'm kind of excited because I heard they're good. Ooh, actually, I think I'm going to go with this one. This one has a little bit of gold in it, and I have been on a gold kick lately, so I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use my finger. Do we see that? Oh my god, that is so freaking pretty. I really like that, guys. That is so just beautiful. I honestly am in love with this shade. It is. Just to let you know, the one I used, because I forgot to mention it, this is called Mycelium. It is beautiful, but I think I want to go in with, I'm going to go in with Olympic just to add a little bit more in the inner half, because don't get me wrong, this is gorgeous, stunning, but I'm extra and I need to take it there. But I am going to use a brush for this one. I swear those Super Shock shadows are freaking amazing. I love them to death. Like, I cannot get enough of them. As you guys know, I always do like my face first, and then I go back in to finish my bottom lash line and do my lips. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll be right back, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do for my bottom lash line. I'm going to play with a little bit of the liners. Be back in a second. And we're back. Okay, guys, what do you think of the face so far? I really like how my base makeup came out. I had a little bit of trouble because I've been using the Hydro Grip a few times now, but I've been mainly using it with my skin tint or with my like more luminous foundations, and I decided to use it today with my L'Oreal 24-hour Fresh Wear foundation, and I started to look a little bit more dry, which, you know, not what I'm going for considering I have dry skin, but a little bit of the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray did help a little bit just to hydrate me. But I am liking how it's looking. I have a lot of glow on. I know I always put too much highlighter, but I can't help it. But I love how everything's looking. The eyeshadow's looking really cute still. I'm going to do my lower lash line now, but I think first I'm going to pop in a gel liner. Let me show you the colors first before I decide which one I'm going to use. Here are all the colors to the gel eyeliner set that she came out with. This one is called Marigold. The green one is called Spare Time. And the brown one is called Woodsy. Any of these would look so cute with this eye look, but I think I'm going to go in with the green just to have like that little contrast between green and purple. I haven't worn liner in my waterline in so long, so I'm kind of nervous because I don't do it that much anymore. My eyes are just so sensitive lately, and always trying new products, I'm afraid I'm going to have an allergic reaction. This I know for a fact I won't, because I've tried their gel liners before and they're great. Spare Time looks so pretty in my waterline. I love this color. I love all the colors, to be honest with you, because if I ever do a liner, I prefer more muted colors, and these are muted except for like the bright ass marigold color, but I still would like that. So I'm going to put it in my liner slash mascara drawer right here to continue using it. And now we're going to do our bottom lash line. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if I want to just rainbow what I did on my bottom lash line or going with one of these green colors to test a little bit more of the color variety out. But to be honest with you, I really want to use Emerald City on my bottom lash line, and I think that's what I'm going to do, even though I feel like it's not super cohesive with this look, but at the same time, I kind of don't care, so I'm going to just do that. Who cares, right? This shade, Kristi, I see what you're doing here. This shade is fucking beautiful. I freaking love it. I mean, do we see that Papa Green? Okay, I lied. The Papa Green goes really well with this color story. I really love how this eye look is looking. I do need to pop on some mascara, and then we'll go to the lips and we'll try out one of the glosses. And then at the end, I'm going to do swatches of every single thing from the liners, the Super Shock shadows, the palette, and the lip glosses just so you can see everything. Okay guys, I popped on this really, really cute, tiny KVD Nocturna lipstick. I love how it looks with this look. At first, I was going to go in with a nude lip to pair with like one of these glosses, but I just couldn't help myself. I felt like the purple goes with the purple green vibe. And it's a nice purple. It's like a deep purple. The only thing I didn't like about this lipstick is the fact that I had to double it like twice, and my lips are feeling a little bit dry. But that's why we have gloss. I'm thinking for gloss, I'm going to go in with the super beautiful sparkly green one to pair everything together. Because don't get me wrong, I love this super pink shade. I just don't want it to sheer it out to the point where it almost looks like muddy or has like a weird white cast, and that has happened to me before with darker lipsticks and I put a nudier gloss on it. So I'm gonna go in with this one today, and this one is in Glacier, so let's pop it on. Okay guys, here's the finished look. What do you think? Because I absolutely love it. Glossy lip and all. The one problem is that I think it's the lipstick, not the gloss, because obviously if you put a gloss on something, it's going to kind of break it down. This is starting to get a little bit more patchy, this lipstick, which, you know, is not a big fan, but it gets kind of blinded with the gloss. The gloss really does cover it up, which I like. But anyways, let's get with the swatches. This is the gloss in Glacier. It's a beautiful kind of gold, greeny, clear gloss. It's so pretty, guys. Next to Glacier, this is Wildflower. It is a very pretty, very sheer, nudie pink. Doesn't want to show up on camera, but it does have a little bit more color than what it's showing on camera, but it is still very sheer, so I feel like it will go with every look. Like if you're doing like a nude lip and with just that hint of pink in there, that'd be great for it. Now for the gel liners. First one is Spare Time. It is a beautiful foresty green color. Next up is Woodsy. It is a nice chocolate brown. Last but not least is Marigold, which is a beautiful almost mustardy yellow, or the color of a marigold. I love these liners. Do not mind my swatches. I don't swatch liners often or use them. But I love how this looks. It's very beautiful. Now time for the Super Shock shadows. First shade is Campfire, which is a beautiful coppery orange color. After Campfire is Like a Moss, which is a beautiful goldy champagne with green glitter hue in it. I really like this one. It is more of a topper shade. She did explain that in her video, because it is coming off a little bit more sheer, but I do not mind it. Next shade is Olympic, which is more of your typical just champagne-y gold with a kind of a pink hue to it. Last but not least is Mycelium, which is more of the goldy, a little bit darker, almost has a bronze hue to it, kind of champagne color. And these are all of the Super Shock shadows from this collection. Now starting with the palette, we have Puffball, Chanterelles, I cannot say it, Rainer, and last from the first row is Old Growth. In the second row we have Evergreen, West Coast, Hometown, and last one, Amita or Amanta, I still can't pronounce it. On the last row we have Fiddlehead, Emerald City, PMW, and the last shade, Let It Rain. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. Now let's get to my final thoughts. To start off with the palette, because I know most people really were excited about this for the entire thing. I freaking love it. For my first time trying Colourpop eyeshadows, they blended really well. There wasn't a lot of fallout in the palette, in fact almost nothing, and yet everything showed up really pretty, blended out nicely. The color is still holding on strong, because a lot of the time when I use darker colors like purples or really dark chocolates, they tend to fade away on me even within the first hour. And I've been doing my makeup now for a little bit over an hour while filming, and it's been a while, we'll just say that. But in general, I really like how it's been holding on. It looks really pretty. I freaking love how this turned out, to be honest with you. I love looks like this. I haven't done like, this isn't really neutral, but it's like neutral with a pop of color or vampy. I haven't done like a vampy look in forever. With my outfit today, I'm kind of wearing a long sleeve crop top and some leggings. I really like how I look. And then my bow in my hair, I'm not sure, I might take that out, but I think it looks cute for now. But back to the review, the palette, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I first saw it on her channel, I thought it was bigger than when I actually saw it, because this palette is $20, but you are getting 12 shades, and I don't think that's a bad price, to be honest with you. I think their like 9-pan eyeshadow palette is $12. I feel like this, but also the fact that you have to think about the person who's making the palette and their commissions that they're getting off of it, which, you know, at the end it's not bad. And also the fact that she put her heart and soul into the design, which I really do like. I love the color story of this. I know I don't really play with a lot of neutrally tones, but the bottom row is really my shit, you know, the blues and the greens. Sorry, I have an itch on my nose. But I really love it, and the fact that she didn't just put like a normal black. There's a black with that beautiful copper reflex that's not showing on camera. But I think this palette is interesting to her, because I've been watching her now for over a year. And when you compare it to her other palette, yeah, there's a few neutrals that kind of look similar, like Old Growth and Moon Point. Like Old Growth and Moon Point look similar, but this one is much more dull pinky color, or Chanterelles and Camelot. Like this one is a darker mustard, while this one is more of that kind of khaki yellow mustard color. Also, people like to compare the greens, which is Garden State and Emerald Green. They are completely different, to be honest with you. Emerald State is so much darker than Golden State, and Golden State has more of a teal undertone to it, while also Hurtful and PNW, I'm not gonna lie, they do look similar, but this one is like way darker and way duller. So if you guys are thinking there's like a similarity, there really is not. They are similar in color, but they're different tones. For the Super Shock shadows, I have nothing bad to say about them. I freaking love them. This is my first time like ever trying them, and just look at my eyes. They're like blinding you. It looks freaking gorgeous. I wasn't sure what these were, but they are more of like a cream shadow formula, and I don't really play with a lot of cream shadows, but I think I will now, because I freaking love these and I will continue to use them. Again, I have nothing bad to say. They were all great. The gel liners, again, nothing bad to say. They all showed up really pigmented, like a lot of pigment. It showed up on my eye really well. It glided really nicely. It dried down. It's not smudging. You know, again, I've also tried their liners before, so I have nothing bad to say. I really wish, though, there was one more color, because I really would love her to put out a purple to go with these purples, to be honest with you, in the palette, like, so I could do a little matchy-matchy moment. But, you know, that's just me. And lastly, the glosses. There's nothing bad to say. I freaking love them. Glacier is definitely my favorite, just because of the fact that it has this beautiful shiny reflex to it, but it doesn't look metallic, because I hate really metallic glosses. I prefer to have like the color show through, but there's a tiny little bit of shimmer just to make my lips pop even more. But this one is still really pretty, and I could see myself wearing it like with my no makeup days. I honestly do love it. In the end, everything I reviewed was freaking amazing. I 100% recommend it to you, that if you love colors like this, go out and get it. The palette itself is $20. That's not a lot of money. And I think that they're in Ulta too, but if you also want to get the bundle online, it was $88. I did pay for it all myself, and I used Afterpay to use it. So if you use Afterpay, you're only paying like $22 for the next 4 payments, which is like every 2 weeks, which is really not bad. So if you're like nervous about spending that much money, because $80 is still $80, they do have that option, which is really cool. But yeah, in the end, I loved it. I hope RawBeautyKristi freaking watches this, so she can know like how much I freaking love this. I love it, and I am going to continue using it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Remember to click that little bell icon to see more videos from me. And also share this with your friends, guys. You know, I'm always here. I'm always here, and I'm trying to grow my channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.